So I've been warning people about this for years, but maybe now you'll finally believe me. So a former KGB officer and ex-head of Kazakhstan Security Services, Alnur Musayev, has finally come forward with claims that the Orange Cheeto Mussolini over here was recruited as a Soviet asset all the way back in 1987 under the codename Krasnov. Now, according to Musayev, this Orange Cheeto over here was identified as a very easy target because of his narcissism, and the Russians helped cultivate this narcissism over decades, and ultimately their goal was to place him in the White House. Now, this isn't just some strange random claim, guys. There's a long trail of evidence suggesting that this guy over here has been in Russia's pocket for years. We've known about his suspicious ties to Russian oligarchs, we've known about his strange loyalty to Putler, and we know about the infamous Steele dossier that alleged Russia had compromat, which means blackmail material, on him. So now Musayev is outright confirming that Trump was on the FSB's hook and that the Kremlin spent years grooming him to reach the highest level of US power. Other former KGB officers, including Yuri Shvets, had backed up these claims. Now, Shvets says that Trump was first flagged as a possible asset in the 1970s when he married his first wife, Ivanka, who was a Czech model at the time. Now, the Czech secret police and the KGB reportedly spied on the couple, and the Orange Cheeto man over here was later introduced to the Soviet agents through shady business dealings. Now, by 1987, when he made his first trip to Moscow, KGB operatives were already feeding him political talking points and boosting his ego, and they were suggesting that he should run for office. Sound familiar? This was never about making America great. It's been about using the Orange Cheeto man as a Trojan horse to push Russian interests. And if you think this is old news, then ask yourself why Russian oligarch Dmitry Rybolovlev, a man who once helped Orange Cheeto man out of a massive financial crisis, was spotted at the US-Russia peace talks just days ago. For years, people dismissed this as a conspiracy theory. People told me I was crazy when I was trying to tell them about this stuff. But how many coincidences is it going to take before we call it what it is? This Orange Cheeto Mussolini has been compromised for decades, and now he's become an overnight dictator with unchecked power. So, I'm sorry, America, but the reality is now that you've become the United States of Russia. I think we should start calling this guy by his code name from now on. Krasnov. Remember that. That's his name now.